It's been a full 6 months since Unturned Console Edition released, but what exactly happened? Is the community still active? Did it change the very landscape of Unturned? Or did it simply fade away, never to be seen again? Okay, maybe a little dramatic, just a smidge. But yes, hello everyone, my name is MrSpaml, and today I'm going to be talking about Unturned Console Edition, a full 6 months since that. Yeah. Moving on, but first, and I don't want to be that guy, but I heard if the like button is not blue, then you have 69 years bad luck. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to take that risk. Just saying, you know, be careful, play it safe, and just make sure the like button's blue. And if you haven't already, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and let's go ahead and get started. Unturned Console Edition got off to a pretty bad start, with a trailer that a lot of people, including myself, were not a particularly big fan of, especially on the 505 Games YouTube channel, which has quite a lot of dislikes. But oh well, one trailer doesn't make a game, and it's a pretty simple mistake to make. I mean, personally, I didn't think it was that bad, I just didn't think it did the best job showing off the game. I mean, Unturned's a very particular game that a lot of people love, so, you know, it's kind of playing with fire as soon as they try and take their own direction. So yeah, the launch was not exactly perfect, but the player count was actually quite high, especially considering the $30 price tag. That's a big oof. But at the end of the day, it's still Unturned, and people have been waiting to play Unturned on console for such a long time. You know who you are in the comments section. A bunch of rabid animals, alright? So of course the game would at least get a few sales from these diehard and pretty scary fans. It's hard to get any real numbers for how the launch actually went, but considering the fact the trailer was released on the official Xbox channel, I would say it got quite a few players, at least at the start. Last I checked, that video on the Xbox channel is over 300,000 views. That's quite a lot of exposure for one trailer. All in all, the launch was meh. It definitely got a fair bit of coverage from people like myself, but nothing jaw-dropping, and definitely no massive creators. PewDiePie sure as heck didn't make a video on it, which is a real shame. It would have been cool to see PewDiePie, alright? I know you're watching. Get on it, alright? It's a little late, but, you know, I'll forgive you. Just have to make a 60-part series and, you know, we're good. Probably the first thing you noticed, unless you're a log, as in an actual log, like a wooden one, the game looks very different to what you're used to. Starting off with the trees that look nothing like the normal Unturned ones and seem to have their very strange direction. Don't know what happened here. Some of them look really blocky like Minecraft, and others look more like Fortnite. I don't know what happened. It looks kind of like they just grabbed assets from random games and dumped them in. Probably one of the weirdest looking things in the game. But of all the changes, I think nothing is more noticeable than this crime. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who noticed this, but it hurts my brain hole. The game is covered in the most disgusting, pain-inducing, scream horror screen tearing, that's a tongue twister, I have ever seen. It's literally everywhere. Every video, every bit of content, everything. I'm sorry if you've been playing the game perfectly fine without noticing it, and now I've ruined that. Very sorry. But it's a mess, and it drives me insane. Now, screen tearing is bad enough, but screen tearing at a whopping 30 FPS is like putting chilies in your eyes, and not the cool kind. It's almost like they felt pressured to change things for no real reason. Like, why did all the characters need this ridiculous amount of beveling? I mean, there's screenshots on screen, so much beveling, there's just, I don't know why, all the shadows are changed, there's loads of ambient occlusion. So many little changes that just didn't really feel needed. Oh well, I mean, Unturned's never been a game with smooth edges, and they just kind of threw that out the window. So why not, I guess? If they want to make the game look separate and kind of on its own, they definitely succeeded if that's what they were trying to do. Now, the multiplayer. It's pretty basic, but it's easy to use and very fun from what I've heard. And people seem to really enjoy it, despite some of the drawbacks, which I'm sure most are probably fixed by now. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I've not really had long enough to completely test the whole thing again. Yeah, so what? I'm missing a pine, Flo. How much? $1. This video was brought to you by Pine Hosting, the hosting company that blows my brain. No. This video was brought to you by Pine Hosting, the greatest, fastest, most incredible hosting company. Very dramatic, but it's true, alright? And if you're interested in making your own Unturned server or anything else with the ever-expanding list of games, you can use my code MrSpaml to get 40% off your first month. Back to the video. Unturned Console Edition clearly has its problems, but there is nothing really massively wrong with this game, and I think 505 actually handled it quite well considering the pressure from the Unturned community and from people like myself, to be honest. But what do the critics actually think? Well, just pretty average, not terrible, not incredible, but right in the middle, averaging probably around a 7. Don't get me wrong, some people love this game, and I can see why. If I played on Xbox or PlayStation, I could see myself sinking hundreds if not thousands of hours into the game before I even started to get bored. But you may have noticed I don't play console. In fact, to play the keys 505 very kindly sent me, thank you very much by the way if you're watching this, I had to borrow my brother's PlayStation 4 just to kind of get a feeling for the game and have a general play around, because I had been talking about it for quite a while before then. But I cannot help but feel like they could have gone a lot further with so many things. It's not really an upgrade, or it's not really a downgrade from Unturned on PC. It's just kind of meh, despite the work they put into it, and some of the creative decisions, particularly on the marketing side, are pretty baffling. That trailer, which we shouldn't talk about by the way, it's very disrespectful. It really makes you wonder who did some of these creative decisions, but what do you all think? Comment down below, I'm very curious what you all think. Do you think that Unturned on Console Edition was a success? Was it like you expected, or was it a flop? Did it fail? I'm curious what you all think. You know, don't hold back, alright? Well, I mean, be respectful to each other. You know, this is a nice, friendly community we have at the MrSpaml channel, alright? So respect each other's opinions, and I will be reading the comments. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Put a fair bit of work into this video, editing it all together. All of this stuff takes a very, very long time. And as an extra little note, if you're interested in becoming my editor and helping me make these videos, well, not all my videos, but if you're interested in helping, you can become my editor and edit some of my videos on the side. So there's an application down in the description below. It is a paid position, so best of luck to you all. There's an application. You're just gotta fill out all the questions and be mindful. Best of luck to you all, and I'll see you in the next video.